Hey, time for Who Sucks Last. Stephen Thrill. You bring us 3 stories from the news each and every week. They always suck, but it's up to us to determine out of the 3 stories which one sucks the least. Now, if you happen to like the Men's Room on Facebook or follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live, the debate is already underway on Who Sucks Last.
Yes, indeed. And like we said at the top of the show, today's episode is the Petty Money Edition. Frivolous lawsuits, which always drive me crazy. Perhaps CEOs that don't quite read the room before they open their mouth. And finally, just sometimes, can a brother just wipe his ass? Can I just wipe my ass? But let us start with the frivolous lawsuit. Halloween, of course, is right around the corner. And rest assured that Hershey will not be banned from selling Halloween candies. So last year, a woman in Florida named Cynthia Kelly, she sued Hershey for $5 million. Do you know why? Why would you sue the Hershey company for $5 million?
There was a bat in your chocolate.
No, because the pumpkin-shaped Reese's peanut butter cups were falsely advertised. She says the packaging shows the pumpkins have, quote, cool carved designs and faces, but in reality, there are no faces. And not bother her. But that was not the only thing. She pointed out that several of the Halloween candies are also less spooky than they appear on the wrapper. Well, Cynthia, she will not be getting the $5 million payout, and the candles, they will not be pulled from store shelves where they're deceiving America. A judge just dismissed the lawsuit. She ruled that the plaintiff, quote, failed to prove any concrete economic injury, and the products were not rendered worthless. In other words, they're still delicious. There's nothing wrong.
Okay.
Cynthia Kelly, come on, man. You got better things to do than to waste Hershey's time with a $5 million lawsuit because your chocolate wasn't spooky. Jesus.
It didn't have the eyes.
Didn't have the eyes. False advertising.
Not a real jack-o'-lantern.
All right, so the last time you bought tickets to a concert, did you think to yourself, man, I paid way too little for those? Because the CEO of Live Nation, the company that owns Ticketmaster, he thinks that you did, Ted. During a conference last weekend, Michael Rapino said, quote, there's a lot of runway left when it comes to ticket prices, especially since tickets for sporting events are so much more. Quote, music has been underappreciated. In sports, I joke it's like a badge of honor to spend $70,000 for a Knicks courtside seat. They beat me up if we charge $800 for Beyonce. He adds, quote, when you read about ticket prices going up, the average concert price is still $72. Try going to a Laker game for that. And there's 80 of them. The concert is underpriced and has been for a long time. What is the concert that costs only $72?
$72. Come on.
Again, and look, I've heard a lot of stupid things from people above us about the cost of things, but like you can only gaslight so much, brother. I bought concert tickets. They are not $72. And again, everyone bitches about the price of concert tickets specifically because of your company. So even if you do think they're underpriced, just keep your mouth shut. We're not vibing with you on this one. And then finally it says, look, we're used to watching ads in order to stream content or play games and a million other things. Here's 1,000,001. If you walk into a public bathroom in China, there is a chance that you'll have to watch an ad to get toilet paper. So there's a video going viral that shows how it works. You scan a QR code that plays an ad on your phone. Then the machine spits out a modest amount, like 6 squares. If you need more, you have to watch another ad. So it's not actually a brand new thing. Someone on Reddit shared a lot of similar dispensers back in China back in 2021, but most people didn't know they existed. Now, if you don't watch the ad, there is an option to pay a few cents for toilet paper instead, but it looks like you have to pay with your phone. So if you don't have it on you, you're ass out of luck. No pun intended. So those are the basic 3 stories. We have the frivolous lawsuit, $5 million against Hershey because their Halloween candy bars were not as scary as advertised. We have the CEO of Live Nation, who, one, thinks the concert tickets only cost $72. In which case, can we just alert him, let him know that they're way overpriced, and he'll drop it down? Is that what he'll do? I'll tell you what, double the price from $72, if that's what you think they are. Anyway, he thinks he wants to charge you more. And then finally, public bathrooms in China, where you have to sit through an ad just to wipe your ass after taking a dump.
I can't get over the Live Nation guy.
First of all, you're lying patently to say they cost $72. I don't know. And this is not like everything in Seattle is more expensive. except concert tickets. That's pretty much in this country.
And
anyway.
weed.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
like if you get a deal at an amphitheater, and the other thing is there's so many musical artists and so many shows. To say the average is $72, that's including going to a small venue and seeing a band that nobody's heard of first. And then I would
Exactly.
also add in, like, look, I think a lot of this stuff is too expensive. I think the NFL tickets are crazy.
Yeah.
But you only get 8 guaranteed home games a year, right?
Sure.
I mean, not counting the preseason, nobody even likes that. So it's like those are going to cost more. But
Why doesn't he look at what's happening in Vegas? So what you don't understand is it's not just the ticket. There's a sign downtown, $120 for some event.
What,
I don't know.
park?
If it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a Seahawks game, Mariners game, or like $120.
Normally a $40 line.
Yeah.
like, look, I'm going to go to the Husky game Friday, right? I have a free ticket, right? Fine. But I've already thought about it. Like, Jesus Christ, if I get 4 beers,
Right.
over the course of 3.5 hours,
Can you take beer on the train?
we're going to find
can.
out. We're going to
Yeah,
find out
exactly.
if you can light rail a beer when I get
Okay,
out of here at
okay.
6:01.
I have it on good authority.
Right.
You can.
Wow.
I will add. I don't believe it's legal, but that did not stop one man I saw who he got on with the 12-pack of Coors Light, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, cool. He's going to go home and start drinking.
No,
This is my
He
good-
cracked one right there.
Brother, as soon as those doors close, yeah.
I mean, I've seen people smoke on that train.
A guy
I've seen
was
people-
vaping yesterday.
Right, but I guarantee you, if I'm just sitting there sipping a beer, one of those guys come over and go, "Hey, man, can't be doing that." But to answer this question, I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Like one time at the Gorge, I was sitting there with a bunch of guys on motorcycles. I'll just say,
Uh-huh.
and the guy came over to me and went, "You can't smoke weed here," and I was like, "All right." Out of these 3, like the Live Nation guy sucks the most.
I think the Florida one.
I'm fine. If your public toilet, you're going to tell me it's clean, and I have to watch one ad. Okay.
They did not say they're clean. They just said it's a public toilet. It
Yeah.
might be clean. It might not. I do
Well,
not
some
know.
places in Europe you got to put in quarters, but they're supposed to be
Yes.
clean.
Yeah. See, I agree with Ted because they held up the court system for the Hershey crap. A judge had to take the time to go through this frivolous crap
To
and
explain, you're
waste
stupid.
and waste time where he could have been spending it in other places that actually mattered.
Yeah.
So I'm going with China toilet paper ad.
All
That's
right.
the least.
Quick side note: do you guys have opinion on Hershey's holiday chocolate as opposed to the regular cups? Because there's no ridges in the Christmas tree or the pumpkin.
Do you need the
Does
ridges?
that affect you?
Some people like it better when it's smooth. I'm Team Ridge.
I'm good either way. As long as you got your chocolate and your peanut butter. I did not know that
Do you lick
ridges-
the ridge of the rim?
No, but you can nibble around it. You nibble around it
The rim,
and
the
save the
ridge.
peanut butter in the middle.
Gotcha.
Stop it.
Fascinating.
Stop it.
Coming up at 5:08, we'll drink a toast with a shot of the day. You are listening to the Men's Room.